All right, people. Today is the day. What, for going down to Ottawa? To ride the new train. Let's do this. You will remember, last time I came to Ottawa, I went to a station called Bayview on the Ottawa O train. There was a line that was not open. However, tomorrow, that line is going to be opening. And this is that. Line 2 has been closed for many, many months. How many months exactly? I don't know. I'll put a caption on the screen right now saying how many exactly. However, tomorrow, supposedly, it is supposed to be open back up. These fences are gonna go away, and we're gonna see a maple train coming through here. Hashtag maple train. So the station we came from back there is Bayview. And that station down there, I think is Corso Italia. Sure enough.
Attention. Train service disruptions are currently in effect. Line 2 service continues to operate at this station. Visit octransport.com for service updates.
Dude, that's awesome. I can't wait till tomorrow morning when I get to ride the maple train. That's gonna be awesome. Alright. Whew. It's freezing out here. The curly light fixture seen in this shot is a standard feature of every O train Line 2 station. The pattern displayed on the light fixture is dynamic, in that it can change in real time based on, say for example, if a train is arriving or departing from the station. So, I've been tripping over the context here. The O train has been working so much so that it's been getting extensions. East, west, and south. Line 2 is the line that's going to be taking the system south. It will be taking the system to the Ottawa airport. And in this video, we're gonna get to see the whole system in action. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alrighty guys, 6:30 a.m. Just a boot. Bags are packed. So let's do this.
Next station, Bayview. Bayview Station. Station Bayview. Doors open.
Maple train approaches. Dude.
Corso Italia. Prochaine station, Corso Italia.
Today I'm going to be running both lines 2 and 4. This station here, South Keys, is where line 4 is interchanged at. I won't be doing that right now because I'm going to take it out to Line Bank, to line 2. However, once we come back, I will try out line 4 as well. In fact, that one train that we just saw, the other one that was all red, it is actually one of the only trains that can use line 4. These Stadler trains are not compatible with line 4, as I've heard.
Next station, Line Bank. Prochaine station, Line Bank. Line Bank Station. Last stop, station, Line Bank. Dernier arrêt.
Attention, le train de la ligne 2 en direction nord vers Béziers.
Nous descendons. First floor, premier étage.
With the exception of Line Bank, the stations on the southern end of the line are built as park and ride stations, similar to how GO Transit stations are built. In general, though, all stations on line 2 and 4 are fully accessible through the use of elevators or step-free access. Another feature of line 2 and 4 is off-board fare payment using lines of Presto fare gates. This also means that credit and debit cards are also accepted. Bus connections are also present at every station, as well as the fancy dynamic light fixtures that we saw at the beginning of the video. Now, mind you, does look like there's some suburban development just over there, but still though, this station is astoundingly suburban. Like, you look that way, there's nothing. Like, just fields. That is crazy. Another thing that's pretty awesome about this, they're running 15-minute frequencies already on this line, which is fantastic for the first day. I would have expected them to start with maybe half an hour frequencies, but 15 minutes, like, the trains have been like unbelievably consistent. Just standing here at the platform, 2 have passed since I've gotten here. Let's head over to South Keys and try out line 4.
South Keys Station. Connection to Line 4, Airport.
Looking at this shot, you can see now why the new Stadler trains are not compatible with the airport line. The single platform at the airport is only long enough to fit a single unit Alstom Lint. So Line 4, an air rail link. This is up there with Up Express in Toronto. Talk about fantastic. And the airport is right over there. So convenient. Look at this, man. Got some O-Train swag here. Got some OC Transpo blue and green pens for the new trains. And got some cardboard folding stuff. Guy in there filming for CTV, he interviewed me. That's pretty cool. They're uploading a piece about the whole system. One thing that I've yet to see at these stations, and something that doesn't look to be provided on these next train displays, is the current time. That'll be rather helpful when you're at a train station, I think. That feature about the O-Train, super awesome. Alright, we're gonna do a C test here. Not too shabby. Not too much padding, but just enough to be comfortable. This is on the older trains on Line 4, by the way. Something that is also evident and worthy of note is that these trains are more similar to the Up Express. There's no electric propulsion in this train, it's all diesel. Whereas the FLIRT trains, the newer ones on this system, they have electric traction in them powered by the diesel engine, as I've said before. This is just diesel powering the axles directly. Something also worth noting is that these are not the original trains that were used when Line 2 first opened. The original trains were, I believe, Siemens Desiros. They were surplus trains from Deutsche Bahn. And then the line upgraded once before this, and they upgraded to these, which I believe are Alstom Lints, if I'm not mistaken.
Attention, le train de la ligne 4 vers Aéroport.
Oh, there we go. Much better. I was wondering what time it was. Something interesting about Line 2 is that the signaling system used to be, and still is, more like a subway signaling system rather than a mainline signaling system with no protection. This system actually has train protection system, and as part of the original opening, it did have train protection as well. The old style of train protection was called PZB, which was a German, I don't remember how it was pronounced exactly, but anyway, PZB was the old train protection system. The new train protection system is called ETCS, and that's especially interesting because GO Transit is supposed to be being upgraded with the same system in future. One thing that was just brought to my attention is the fact that at this station, South Keys, there is no cross-platform transfer, which is pretty disappointing. What that would basically be is the fact that the Line 4 train is here right now, but there's still no train going further south or north yet. It's also especially disappointing considering the fact that this is supposed to be the terminus for Line 4. Line 4 trains are not supposed to be heading on towards Bayview, which is where most people will want to go. So that's a little bit short-sighted. Now this is super interesting. I said earlier that the FLIRT trains cannot run on Line 4. But there's nothing stopping Line 4 trains from running on Line 2. And just like that, to make a Line 2 train, they just use 2 of the Line 4 sets coupled together to make a service to Bayview. Interesting. Seat test on the new Stadler trains. Pretty good. Another thing that I will say also is that the ride on these trains when standing is also very comfortable. Very smooth. A lot better than a bus too. In this shot here, you can get a better look at the equipment used for the train protection system. The train protection system installed on this line uses a combination of an electromagnet mounted at the track and a receiver mounted on the train. When a train drives over an energized electromagnet, the driver must press the acknowledge button. Otherwise, the train will go into emergency braking to prevent it from passing a signal at danger.
Attention, le train de la ligne 2 en direction sud vers MacLeod.
The one last thing which is super awesome about Line 2, and more broadly the entire O-Train system, is level boarding. Go Transit takes a lot of flack for not having level boarding, because it is a game changer for transit system. Having level boarding makes it so much more convenient to take the train. And on the O-Train, this feature is present system-wide. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my adventures with Maple Train. Right now, I gotta go and catch a Via train. So, I'll see you guys later.
Attention.